Hello everyone, today you're joining me for a 20-minute low-impact legs and glutes workout, so make sure you have your dumbbells and resistance bands ready for these exercises. Now my goal for today's workout is to reduce some of the strain that you might feel in your knees and lower back with certain exercises, so we're going to do things a little bit differently today. We have some static lunges, which is going to take some of that extra movement out that might typically aggravate the knees. We're going to do front-loaded squat movements to take some of the added pressure off of the spine and the lower back, and then we won't be doing any forward hinging today with heavy weights. Instead, we have a circuit on the floor so that we have a little bit of added support. Now, just because this is low impact doesn't mean we're not gonna sweat today. We're still gonna get a really good burn in. So grab whatever you need and let's move. All right, we've got a super quick warm up today, so let's go ahead and start things off in a body weight squat. Go ahead and sink low to the ground, bring your hands up to the chest and push to stand. Squeeze those glutes and quads as you come back up. Good job. About 10 more seconds. We're going to keep the squat and we're going to add a calf raise at the top. Okay, so give me one more here. And next time you come up, give me a nice calf raise. Way to control the lower of your heels to the ground and then come back and do a squat. Don't just let those heels slam down. After this, we're going to come into a static lunge, which I'll show you. And once we get into the workout, we're going to be doing some weighted static lunges as well. Okay, give me one more here. So go ahead and start with your right foot forward. Bring that left leg back into a lunge, and we're just moving right here. Okay, so this is where we take out some of that back and forth push and pull movement that you might have in a forward or reverse lunge. We're just keeping everything in one place so there's not all that extra pushing and pulling on the knee joints. Good job. Go ahead and switch in 2, 1. Left leg comes forward, send the right one back, and let's go. Just some quick body weight movements today before we add weights. Good job. After this, go ahead and meet me on your hands and knees, and we're going to come into a fire hydrant with our right leg. Okay, last one here. All right, come on down. All we're doing here is lifting that right knee out to the side, thinking about getting that inner thigh parallel with the floor. Squeezing that glute. Keep your core nice and stable here so that you're not swinging back and forth. You can go ahead and switch to the other side in 2, 1. Let's hit the left. Keep squeezing that glute. This is a great activation exercise to get those glutes moving. Good job. Keep that core tight. Think about keeping your belly button facing the floor. Okay, and after this, we're going to come into a donkey kick with our right leg. So we're just going to kick back and squeeze the glutes. I don't want you arching your back during this. Keep your spine nice and neutral. And we're squeezing that glute as we push. Think about kicking the bottom of your heel up to the ceiling. Good work. Go ahead and switch in 3, 2, 1, left side. Okay, and this is our last warm-up exercise before we come into a weighted front squat. About 10 more seconds here. Keep squeezing that glute and your core. Good job, and rest. All right, we've got 30 seconds before we begin. Great work. So we're gonna grab 2 dumbbells for our first move, which is a front squat. Nice front loaded position. Feet are about shoulder width apart. We're gonna sink down into that squat and push. Okay, so we've got 3 rounds of all of our weighted exercises today, and then once we get onto the floor, we'll do 2 rounds of some of the glute resistance band work. So grab your dumbbells, we go in 3, 2, 1, front squat. Squeeze those glutes as you push all the way up. Stop with your hips in a neutral position. We don't need to hyperextend those hips forward. Rest in 2, 1, 15 seconds. If you've got a couple different sets of weights today, feel free to change those around as you get used to each movement. All right, 2 more rounds of this. We go in 2, 1, let's go. Inhale as you go down, exhale to push back up. Great work. Rest in 2, 1, 15 seconds. We hit it one more time. How you feeling? We go in 3, 2, 1. Keep your chest up. I don't want you hinging forward. That's going to put some extra pressure on the lower back. Glutes are strong. Good job. Give me one more. And rest. Okay, you've got 30 seconds before we come into a static lunge. So totally up to you with wherever you're at today if you want to use 1 or 2 dumbbells. But just like in the warm-up, we're going to start with our right foot forward. You can either have 1 dumbbell in your left hand or a dumbbell in both. We're going to send that left leg back, and then we sink into our static lunge. All right? We'll just start with the right side and we'll switch. Let's go in 2, 1, static lunge. If this feels uncomfortable, you might need to think about either bringing your feet closer together or further apart. I like to think about creating about a 90-degree angle with my leg once I'm sunk down. Inhale down, exhale to push. Chest is up, neck is in a nice neutral position. That was a reminder for me. And rest. Okay, good job. We're gonna hit the right one more time before we move to the left. All right, get ready. We go in 2, 1. Last time on the right side. Still thinking about squeezing that glute and those quads as you push up. Most of the weight should be in your front foot, front leg. Good job. Last 5 here. And rest. Okay, you've got 15 seconds. We're just switching on over to the left. All right, let's go. Last 2, 1, rest, and then we hit it one more time on the left. We are flying through this. All right, join me there in 3, 2, 1. Maintain control as you sink down. Push and squeeze to come back up. Next, we're doing a move where we bring that calf raise back in. Last one, and rest for 30. All right, we're coming into a goblet squat with a calf raise. So ideally, this is with a medium to heavy dumbbell. All right, feet are shoulder width apart. Toes can be pointing out at about a 45-degree angle. Holding the dumbbell in front of your chest. Sink down into a squat as you push up. Add that controlled calf raise at the top, controlling the lower of your heels. Okay, we go there in 2, 1. Goblet with a calf raise. Everything is controlled here. I even want you squeezing those glutes as you go into that calf raise. Nice strong legs here. Chest is up, shoulders are back. Rest in 2, 1. 15 seconds here. We hit that 2 more times. How you feeling? I told you it's low impact, but we're still getting sweaty today. All right, we go there in 3, 2, 1. Don't forget the calf raise. Give me 1 more. Rest. Okay, 10 seconds here. All right, we've got 1 more round of this. Let's go in 2, 1. For that squat, I want you to think about sending your glutes back, almost like you're sitting in a chair. That way we can keep a nice neutral spine. No added pressure on the lower back. Okay, after this, we hit our circuit on the floor. If you have a glute resistance band, go ahead and have that ready to go. But you can do this without. Okay, go ahead and rest. All right, you've got 45 seconds here to get things ready to go. We're gonna start on the ground, and let's lay on our right side to begin. So you can be propped up on your elbow here. You could even come down here, whatever's more comfortable for you. But we're just doing a clamshell here, okay? So you can see my feet are together, my knees are together, and we're just gonna open up and close. And what I want you to focus on here is maintaining, if you're using a resistance band, the tension in the band. So don't bring your knees here where this starts to collapse. I want you to stop right about here, maintaining that tension the whole time. All right, you've got about 6 seconds before we go. And if you don't have a band, just do the same movement without squeezing those glutes. Let's go. So we're gonna hit the right side twice, and then we'll roll over and do the same on the left. Squeeze those glutes, nice controlled tension here. Don't let that band pull you shut really quickly. I want you to control that. Good work, keep going. It's already starting to burn. 3, 2, 1, 15 seconds. All right, get ready. We go again in 3 seconds. This is our last time on the right, so make it a good one. Let's go. Maintain that tension. Slow and controlled here. Good work. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1. Switch it over to the left. All right, same thing here. You ready? I'm ready. Let's go in 2, 1. Are you squeezing your glute? I know you are. Just maintain that tension. And rest. All right, one more time on the left. Moving right along here. All right, get ready. We go in 2, 1. Last time on the left. After this, we just have a couple more exercises where we'll be laying on our backs. You'll need a resistance band if you have one. And then we'll be doing a hip thrust for our final exercise. So you could add a weight to your hips for that one if you like, but keep going here. Rest in 3, 2, 1. All right, you've got 30 seconds here before we come into our hip abductions. So if you'd like to add a weight to this, feel free. I'm just gonna use my band this time. Okay, we're going to push up through our heels, squeezing those glutes, and we're just pulling those legs out and back in, okay? So same idea here with the abductions. We wanna maintain the tension in the band, so we don't need to bring our knees super close together here. Okay, we go there in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Squeeze those glutes nice and tight all the way through. Control that band as your legs come back together. Keep squeezing. And rest. All right, we hit that 2 more times. You ready? Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Hips up. Last 10 here. Keep squeezing the glutes. And rest. All right. So I lied. That was the last time we're doing that. We're coming right into those hip thrusts now. So this is where if you want to bring in that dumbbell, go ahead. It's going to be sitting right on our hips. Okay. Feet are flat. We squeeze those glutes to push that weight up and come back down. Okay. You've got 10 seconds before we go. This is our last move. All right, let's go in 2, 1, hip thrust. We've got 30 seconds here. Squeeze those glutes to push all the way up. Rest in 2, 1. All right. You ready? We go in 5. Lay it back down. And let's go. Think about using those glutes not only to propel you up, but to control as you lower back to the ground. Good job. Last 10 here. All right, rest for 15. You got one more in you? I know you do. We're doing this one more time. Last hip thrust, last exercise. Get ready in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Last 30 seconds here, come on. Squeeze the glutes. Keep going for 3, 2, 1. Workout complete. Great job today. Go ahead and take that band off if you had one. All right, and that's your low impact legs and glutes. So after this, I want you guys to take some time to really stretch out your legs, hit those quads, hit those glutes really well so that you're not really sore tomorrow. But other than that, really appreciate you guys being here and joining me for this workout. Go do something healthy after this, and I will see you for our next workout.